Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown. What's up, breakdown? This your boy L.
I'm your boy Jay.
And today, guys, we're talking about the NFL free agency part 2/3 and the NBA games that have been coming up. For the first game, the first we have consists of, what do you think of the Broncos trading for Jalen Waddle?
I feel like it was a good trade. They definitely overpaid for him, but they need another receiver there. Mainly, they needed a number one receiver there. So I think it was a good move. The Broncos needed to make that move. And we'll see if they'll improve in the AFC. Let's see if that makes them possible Super Bowl contenders.
Honestly, I feel like they did a great job with getting him. He is a solidified receiver, and it gives you speed. Carlin gives you the possession receiver, but Jalen gives you the speedster. So you get two of the best things. And like you said, they may have overpaid for him, but as long as his production equates to what they paid for him, then that's all that matters. And if this isn't an indication that Miami is in a full rebuild stage, like, now is the time for where they need all the draft picks they can get. Secondly, we have Christian Kirk. The next trade we have is Christian Kirk going to the 49ers. What do you think about that?
Well, first off, it wasn't a trade. Y'all just signed him outright. He was a free agent. But it was a good move by y'all. I feel like it was a good move. He could, if when fully healthy, he could be a number two. But he's really a number three receiver. With y'all, he'll be in the number three receiver role. You got Mike Evans. You got Ricky Parcell. So I feel like he'll be a good fit in that Shanahan system. Uh, he can run you some gadget plays. He can operate out of the slot. Um, he has short area quickness. So those little bubble screens and plays like that, he could be effective in that type of role.
I agree, bro. I think the Christian Kirk signing is what we need. Another veteran receiver that has plenty of experience. Him along with Mike Evans, he's gonna give you that nice little tandem that we needed. And you got Ricky Parcell. So all of that is great. Works out in our favor. Now, we need to get rid of Brandon Ayuk. Please get rid of this man because he's clearly does not want to be a part of our organization. So get him going with the quickness. Next up, we have the Chiefs trading for Justin Fields.
That was a great trade by the Chiefs. Very smart. They needed a backup quarterback. They currently didn't have one. So you have to get Justin Fields. And this is gonna be his best team, I believe, that he's been a part of, coaching staff wise and roster wise. So I know Andy Reid, he probably go have a package drawn up for him, a package of plays for him, even with Patrick Mahomes when Patrick Mahomes is healthy. But he gets to serve as the backup until Patrick Mahomes recovers from his torn ACL, which I feel like it was a great trade for both parties, for Justin Fields and the Chiefs. And the Jets, they also got a draft pick in return for Justin Fields.
I'm gonna say this. What 50 Cent say? If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. So that's what Andy Reid is saying right now with Justin Fields. If he can't get him going, then can't nobody else get him going. We know he's like the quarterback whisperer.
Yep,
I ain't
one
seen
of the
him have
best in the business.
I ain't seen him have a bad quarterback or not be able to turn a quote unquote bad quarterback into a good quarterback. And Justin Fields isn't a bad quarterback. He's just been in wild and unruly situations. But I'm happy for him. Hopefully that didn't work out for him. And this is his best chance to get to a Super Bowl. Honestly.
Yep.
Next up, we have Dallas Goedert retired with the Eagles.
I think it was a smart signing by him and by the Eagles. Uh, very cheap. It was a very cheap deal, and he gets to test the market next offseason. But I feel like it's very smart because the Eagles are. I believe the Eagles are going to trade AJ Brown. It's just a matter of time, and you have Dallas Goedert to fall back on as a weapon for Jalen Hurts, and he's been targeted high in that offense. Jalen Hurts targeting Dallas Goedert. So if you lose out on AJ Brown, you still have Dallas Goedert to fall back on and Devontae Smith. So even with AJ Brown potentially being traded, Devontae Smith is not going to be alone. He's going to have Dallas Goedert by his side.
I think that the Dallas Goedert trade, re-signing is good. It gives Jalen Hurts the safety blanket that he's used to and that he needs, and you have that veteran leadership. I definitely think that AJ Brown is definitely going to be leaving soon. To who, we don't know, but he's definitely going to be leaving. Hopefully to us, 49ers. Go ahead and trade Ricky Parcells. Go ahead and get him going. Bigger than AJ Brown. But yeah, he needs a change of scenery. I feel like his time with Philadelphia was good, but it's kind of waning. And if they do decide to trade him, don't trade him to somebody in your division. Don't have him go to the Giants or the Washington Commanders. Get him out the NFC. Have him go to some place where you know he ain't gonna play. You ain't gonna see him that often. That's just my point of view. Next up, we have Bryce Huff retires. How do you feel about that, bro?
Um, First off, he's very young. He's only 27 years old. So I hope he's doing it for himself and like nobody told him to do it or he listening to like people from the outside. But
Mm-hmm.
if he's doing what's best for him and his family, then kudos to him. Um, he wasn't a superstar type player, but he was an effective player. A good rotational pass rusher. Um, and he has a Super Bowl ring with the Eagles, so you get to
I,
retire with a ring. So
yeah, I think it's a smart decision. Mainly because he's only 27, he's still in his right mind per se with the whole CTE thing and the hits that's been going on. He's still able to walk around fairly decent and have decent motor skills as far as we know of. And he gets to enjoy the money that he made without all the pressure of whatever came with it. And like you said, he
yep,
got a ring, so you can't beat that. I'm retired with a ring, can't beat that.
yep.
Now, next question is this. So the Eagles are trading AJ Brown right now, which is what we kind of discussed earlier. But what do you think about that? That they won't trade him right now at this very second.
Oh, the reason why they're not trading them now is because they're gonna have a big cap hit. I can't remember the specific number, but I know it's gonna be a big cap hit if they were to trade him right now. So if they trade him after June 1st, I believe when like so much of his money's not guaranteed, then the cap hit won't be that large. So they possibly waiting until after June 1st. Only reason I could see them trading him before then is somebody sends them a blowaway offer, like a type of Jalen Waddle type package for him. But other than that, he's gonna be traded after June 1st. But yeah.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense, man. To get less money, it makes sense in a football standpoint. I mean, in the business world, the less money you spend, the more money you keep. So it makes sense. And honestly, business wise, I agree with it 1,000%. Next up, we have the Vikings signing Kyle Murray. I know you've seen it, because I've seen it. All the little memes and everything, and he seems to be happy about going to Minnesota. But I don't know if this is the right fit for him. And I say that because yes, he had weapons, but he had weapons beforehand when he was in Arizona. Is he going to capitalize with using these weapons? Because J.J. McCarthy is going to be out of there in no time. He's going to be the starter before you know it. So, is this what he needed? Did he need a change of scenery? Or is he still going to be on Call of Duty? Mind you, ain't no new Call of Duty out, as far as I know of.
I think he's gonna come into this situation like, oh, this is my second chance, and I blew it, if I blew it, then my career is over. So I think he's gonna be coming into it like that. Like this is the perfect situation for him. Like you don't have nobody breathing down your neck. Like you could come in, you could be the guy. Um, you have one of the best wide receivers in the game, in Justin Jefferson. One of the smartest head coaches in the game, in Kevin O'Connell. A pretty solid roster. Like the Vikings as a whole, they have a solid roster. So I think going into it, the situation in Arizona is going to be different in Minnesota. I could definitely see him having a bounce back career. Maybe even throw his hat in for comeback player of the year. But I expect a big year from Kyler Murray. Like I expect for him to he gonna come into that Minnesota job focused and ready. And I think he go put up big numbers with Justin Jefferson.
He better. That's all I'm saying. He better. He better ball hit behind off. He better ball so hard that the people can't find him. Just ball. Ball, sir, ball. Next up, we have the Eagles traded for Andy Dalton. I don't know how to feel about that. Mainly because Andy Dalton hasn't really been good since, what, y'all? Oh, no, since the Bengals?
Yeah.
He had decent playing experience. But, like, as far as, like, what he was doing in the beginning of his career is not what he's doing now. He's been a perennial backup when he was a decent starter, and honestly, I think it's time for him to retire, or at least think about it.
Yeah. Um I like it because it's smart for the Eagles. They didn't have a veteran backup quarterback on their roster. Now you have a veteran to back up Jalen Hurts. They do have a young quarterback on their roster, Tanner McKee, but I think they want him to be more of a third string quarterback because uh, I think he stepped in for them like a couple of games or something like that. I think he maybe won them a game or two, but I guess they wanted more experience at the backup position, and it makes sense because Jalen Hurts does tend to get nicked up sometimes, and Andy Dalton, he's a solid backup quarterback. You have a running back like Saquon Barkley, so the game planning is going to be simple. Like hand it off to Saquon and then play action off of that. Like he doesn't have to go out and be
Superman.
like a Jalen Hurts or anything like that. He could just be Andy Dalton. So I like that move for Eagles.
I agree. Next up, we have the Eagles on Hollywood Brown. So I think that is he's just a speedster, right? And I thought that's what Devontae Smith was gonna be a speedster, and AJ was their possession. But I don't know how I feel about that. Like, is it gonna work? You know what I mean? Like, is it gonna be workable? I think
Well,
he's a good receiver, but I don't know how well they'll coexist.
yeah. Um, I understand why they did it, but it's not gonna like, oh my God, like it's a Super Bowl type making move. No, he's gonna be a solid option for them. Like you said, he does have some speed, but he dealt with a lot of injuries throughout his career, so some of that speed is not there, like the top end speed. He will give you an occasional big player or two,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just disappears after that. Like you don't hear from him after that.
Yeah,
He's either injured or I guess teams are just taking him out the game. But um, he only had like I think 200 and so yards receiving, and that's crazy because he had to either miss a lot of games for for him to have those type of numbers, or he just wasn't getting open. So a big, I always expect big numbers from him. Like he's a good complimentary piece, but I don't think he's gonna be. You could probably draft somebody, and that could be your number three receiver, rather than depending on Hollywood Brown.
I agree. Next up, we have the Dolphins not trading A-Chan. You have no choice because then you'll definitely be in a rebuild. Like you gotta have somebody that got some veteраnism on the game. And that case, bro, you already started all the way over. You're literally starting from scratch.
Yeah, um, I think they should trade him, and I put out a social media post last night about it. I feel like they should trade him. He's still young. He has the highest value on your roster. So you trade him, you could probably get a good collection of picks for him.
Third or
He's
fourth
only
rounder, even the fifth rounder.
yeah, he's only 24 years old.
Oh
So
yeah.
so you should swing for the fences and just you're already rebuilding, so just tear it all down by trading him away,
Yeah.
getting draft capital. You have 11 picks going into this year's draft. Maybe you could add more to that, or you have more picks for next year. So
Yeah.
I think they should definitely consider trading them.
I agree. And our final topic consists of grade the AFC's grade the AFC's free agency period. And that in the AFC we have the Patriots, the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets. I give the Dolphins a F plus. Cause they ain't got nobody. Again, they're in the rebuild stage, a rebuild. And yeah, yeah. What you got? Who you got? Oh, next. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about every team in that division.
Next up, we got the Jets. Aside from them trading away Justin Fields, they got decent help. They got some draft picks, which is what they needed. They need another quarterback badly. So they need defense and offense. They in a rebuild stage too. They dogging in the laughing stock of the NFL right now too. Grade wise, I give them a D plus. Mainly because of the draft picks, but y'all still gonna rebuild. Next up, we have the Bills. The Bills, they did good. They got a solid receiver. They shouldn't have had some draft picks. I want to say they got some draft picks too. But yeah, I give them like a C plus. The Patriots, who the Patriots is?
They didn't really do much in free agency. I'm
Well,
trying to pull up it now.
to me,
You
the Patriots got a C. They got a C for effort. Yo go, them.
Okay, I got it pulled up. Yeah, the Bills, they had the DJ Moore trade. That was a good move. They signed Bradley Chubb. Pretty much those are the only two good moves the Bills made. So I guess I could be too nice here, but I get the Bills a B minus. Because you got you a number one receiver, you got you a pass rusher for your defense. The Dolphins, yeah, they in a full rebuild. They got draft picks. I'll be a little bit more nicer. Not get the Dolphins a D just because of the draft picks they were able to get.
Man, give them what they deserve, an F. Anyway,
I mean, we all saw the rebuild coming, so I can't really give them an F because I already knew that was going to happen. The Patriots, they got Romeo Dobbs. They signed Kevin Byard. Yeah, the Patriots, I give them a C because they didn't really do much. The Jets, they traded for Geno. Franchise tag Bryce Hall. They signed a couple of pass rushers. Yeah, I give Jets a D. So really, the Bills are the winners out of that division, free agency wise.
clearly, we already knew that. Look who that division had. or had. But that's all we got for this episode, you guys. Thank you guys for your continued support. Follow us on our social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those good places. Send us some mail too, guys. We like to read and enjoy and get feedback. We love y'all.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna keep rocking with y'all, and y'all keep rocking with us. Keep giving us that continued support, and we'll give it right back. And we'll keep dropping this fire content.
yeah, we appreciate y'all. Like El said, make sure you send us fan mail, especially with the NFL offseason. It could be pretty dry. Ain't nothing much going on. We'd love to hear your thoughts, answer your questions on the show. And the draft will be here next month, so stay tuned for the draft content we're about to drop.
Bye, guys.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.